the virtual Jim Beam National Talent Search, coming to you from the city that shines and, according to the late Gord Downey, the Paris of the Prairies, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I'm Josie Dye from Indie 88 Radio, and I'm your national host for all 8 city webisodes for this wonderful new series, showcasing Canada's best new indie artists. It's produced by the folks at Canadian Music Week, who've been uncovering talent and launching stars for 37 years. This program is a passion-driven response to the shutdown of venues during this pandemic. CMW's annual live talent search, which has thrived via a national community of clubs, has moved in studio. Sound measures are keeping the sound alive. All participants have complied with public health guidelines on 6-foot social distancing, disinfecting surfaces, washing hands, and wearing masks when not performing. They're spaced out in a good way, and some shots are tailored to visually erase the space. You, the online audience, will vote for your favorites, helping determine who will perform at CMW Jim Beam Indie Awards. There are no losers, as all 40 bands will be playing in the Canadian Music Week Festival in 2021. We'll need you to stay tuned until the end of the episode to cast your vote. We also want you to have the chance to see these bands play live. So, enter for your chance to win our fan sweepstakes at indies.ca. That's INDIES.ca. None of this would have been possible without Jim Beam Bourbon and the support of our local partners, Rock 102, our media partner, Planet S Magazine, and the Soundcastle Studio. We hope our fans are enjoying the limited supply of exclusive Jim Beam Canadian Music Week gear for this show. Remember to rock responsibly. Now let's give a warm virtual welcome to our host in Saskatoon, Rock 102's McGuire, coming to you from the Soundcastle.
Welcome to the first ever Jim Beam Virtual National Talent Search. My name is McGuire from Rock 102 in Saskatoon. We're actually just outside of Saskatoon in Viscount, Saskatchewan, where you'll find the beautiful Soundcastle Studio. Joining me from K&Co is Carson. How are you, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Doing very well, thanks. Tell us about you and tell us about the band.
So we're a 3-piece band comprised of Neil Cubbin, who's our drummer, and Spencer Rayner, who's our bass player. And we've been together playing now for about a couple of years.
All right. Has it always been the style of music you're playing tonight, or is it something else?
It's always been, alternative rock and roll.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the type of music we grew up listening to, old school, classic rock.
In Saskatchewan, quarantines hit us a little differently than in other parts, but still, we had to deal with our own COVID cases. The question for you is, how has the band been holding up through all this? There was a long window without gigs.
Yeah, it's been tough. I mean, we do have our studio in town that we've been consistently trying to continue writing and doing the best we can to pull through, even without the gigs from COVID loss, obviously. But I think things are opening up now soon, so slowly but surely, I think we'll get back at her soon enough.
Well, now we're going to hear and see what K&Co are all about. Before we do that, though, this is your chance to say hey to everybody and tell them where they can find you, social media and all that.
Yeah, if you guys want to look us up, we do have a website, kandcomusic.com, or just look us up on Spotify or iTunes at K&Co Music.
Right. Without further ado, this is K&Co.
Thank you.
Get a lot of the passion
Tell us about the band. Who are you guys? Where are you from?
Yeah, so we're called Tumbleweeds. We're from Regina. So I know this, I've been seeing Saskatoon in a lot of places for this particular talent search, which to us is Shelbyville, but we thought, what the heck? We'll get in there with the others from Shelbyville. But we are from Regina. Myself and another guy from Regina, but we have a couple small town fellows that grew up kind of all over Saskatchewan in the band. But home base, Regina.
Which is basically the story of any Saskatchewan band, really. I mean, you always got members from all over the place. How did you all get together?
We've all known each other. Well, two of them are brothers.
Okay.
Evan and Byron, bass and guitar player, are brothers. Their cousin Eric is our drummer. But we've all known each other just from the Regina music scene. We've played in lots of different bands. Some of us have played together. For some of us, it's our first time playing together in this band. But we've all known each other for years, just from hanging out and seeing each other at shows and all that kind of stuff.
Now, in the lovely prepared bio they sent here, you describe yourself as country, but with face-melting guitar, loud group vocal, and other cool tricks. So, what are you drawn from? What are your influences?
Well, yeah, we're having an identity crisis, I think, and maybe we have from the beginning.
Fair enough.
We called ourselves for a long time country rock because we do melt faces and have kind of exploding guitar harmonies and vocal harmonies and all those kinds of things that we draw inspiration from, classic rock bands. But we're inspired by everything. We still have the twang, I guess. We have some fiddle parts in some of our tunes and mandolin and lap steel and stuff like that. So there's a country vibe, but I think it's born from rock and roll.
Well, you get a chance now to say hi to everybody watching, so go ahead and tell them where they can find you and say hey to the folks that could be choosing you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Adam from Tumbleweeds, and I'd like you to follow our band, Tumbleweeds SK on Instagram, same with Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. We're not big Twitter people, but maybe one day. But go to Instagram. I feel like that's where the cool stuff is happening with the cool kids, and we'd like to become semi-famous there. We'd like to become semi-famous everywhere.
All right.
No, we'd like to become really famous everywhere.
Sounds good.
And
Well,
rich.
Let's find out where you go now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tumbleweeds.
The night is young and you're early just to beat the line. You got your rhinestone jeans and your laid back lean just right and you're feeling fine. Just a 20 in your pocket in a heart-shaped bucket on the prowl for your next big thing. Gonna dance all night till the time is right and then you're gonna make them sing, make them sing. Us boys is a good time bound. Line me up and show me where you've been. Won't you show me off to your older friends? I can be your story, you can be mine too. All the girls my age wanna party with me, but all I wanna do, girl, is have a party with you. Well, I'm sick of games and I've played them all the same. I'm gonna let you drive, take you on my side, and we'll never ever be the same.
tell you right now, it's such an exciting time to be a part of this competition. How's it feel to be in?
It's kind of like, I feel so lucky. I'm so excited. And yeah, it's such a church studio. So yeah, it's such a cool vibe.
We're here at the Sound Castle in Viscount, which is just about an hour out of Saskatoon, but you spent a little more time a little further away from Saskatoon. You were in Vancouver when you started really getting into music?
Yeah, I went to school there, and like while I was going to school, I decided, music is what I want to pursue, and I went to Nimbus School of Recording and Media, and I did a bit of music school as well, and yeah, I met so many amazing people that helped me on my path.
When you're engaged in this and when you're practicing and performing and COVID hits, what happens to you?
It's so great, honestly. So much time to be creative and really focus on my craft. Like, I've had so much time to focus on my vocal technique and write more songs and connect with musicians globally because of social media. So that's pretty awesome.
All right, Alexandra, we're about to see what you bring to the table here. As far as people wanting to find out more about you and fans of yours out there, what do you want to say to them and where can they find you?
Hi, everyone. So I'm so excited that I'm releasing an EP before Christmas this year. It's my first EP. You can find me and keep up to date with my releases at Alexandra Maria Beck. That's my Instagram. Again, Alexandra Maria Beck, B-E-C-K. You can find me on YouTube, Spotify, and Facebook at Alexandra Beck Music. And that is my branding on everything. So I'm really excited to share my new music and my lead single, Blemish, which I performed in the video here. So thanks again.
Once again, this is Alexandra Beck.
Just another day in my calculated life. Everything gotta be so bland. So many tell me to do this or that, but I just want my own stance, my own chances. You came at the perfect time. The bar was set so high. It gave me a different outlook on life. You see the blemish side of me, and that's why I love you, baby. Fuck the standards and whoops, I had to jump through. Yeah, yeah. You see the blemish side of me, and that's why we work, baby. 'Cause you take me for me, and perfectly perfect. I've never been the one to need a man, but you help me see who I really am. Breaking through all my path. Now you and me are hand in hand. You came at the perfect time. The bar was set so high. It gave me a different outlook on life. You see the blemish side of me, and that's why I love you, baby. Fuck the standards and whoops, I had to jump through. Yeah, yeah. You see the blemish side of me, and that's why we work, baby. 'Cause you take me for me, perfectly perfect. You see the blemish side of me, and that's why I love you, baby. Yeah, da, 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 yeah.
This is kind of all new to you, this world, because you've just kind of been trying to take on music as a pro for a short while now?
Yeah, well, I was spending a few years studying music on Salt Spring, and I just started to actually get into the scene and play.
Wow. So what's it like now actually having an audience like this that's going to be watching you and discovering you for the first time? How are you feeling?
Oh, it's amazing. I'm really excited to and hopefully to meet everyone once this whole epidemic is over.
Right. It's been crazy. What has it been like for you? I mean, you're new on the scene. Obviously, if you're trying to be a professional musician, getting out and gigging is one of the most important things. But with COVID, things are obviously different. Has this helped or hindered you in any way?
Oddly enough, it's really helped. It can be really hard to get gigs, but with everything being online, it means that I was able to get some really interesting live streaming opportunities with CBC Saskatchewan and Ness Creek Festival.
Wow, those are pretty big platforms so early in. When you are performing live streams, what kind of feedback do you get? Do you get the instant pop-up stuff? Like, are you learning from that? Is there suggestions you're taking?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the interesting part about such instant feedback is that, you can immediately react to anything. Somebody says your mic is off. You're like, oh, here, I'll fix it.
Simple things.
Yeah, it's small, but also things like how to market. It's you learn to respond to things fans say. It's definitely a different world, but it's cool to learn.
Well, I think it's going to get a lot bigger here. Why don't you go ahead and tell folks a little more about yourself and say hi to your fans.
Hi everyone. I'm Aurora Bella. I'm super excited to meet you all soon. You can find all my work at auroramusician.com, or my Instagram is auroramusician.
And now, here for your entertainment and enjoyment, Aurora Bella.
Poems are full of fancy words. Sometimes I feel too simple. My speech is blunt and sometimes hurts. I really didn't mean to. I'm slow to compliment. I might be out of touch, but I hope you'll consider it when I say I like you so much. But please don't take my word for granted. I'll show you that I mean all the things I say to you. I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm sure you've noticed by now I keep giving you flowers. Just let me hold hands and dance and cuddle in the moonlight, be the closest friends and lovers after midnight. There's a book I read with a princess on its cover. I can be your prince. You can rescue me forever if you want. Movies always sound so sweet. Two people kiss and live happily ever after. Wish I could sweep you off your feet, but I know the reality will be a lot more awkward. I'm really oblivious. I don't know how to flirt, but I'm trying to get over it. Maybe you can help me learn, but please don't take my word for granted. I'll show you that I mean all the things I say to you. I'm a hopeless romantic. Let's write a song. I'll be the chord progression. You can be the tune. Just let me hold hands and dance and cuddle in the moonlight, be the closest friends and lovers after midnight. There's a book I read with a princess on its cover. I can be your prince. You can rescue me forever if you want. romantic. I'll show you that I mean all the things I say to you. I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm just working up the courage to even give you a clue. I wanna hold hands and dance and cuddle in the moonlight, be the closest friends and lovers after midnight. There's a book I read with a princess on its cover. I can be your prince. You can wear that shining armor if you want. That's all I want.
Joining me is Phoenix Krista from Phoenix and the Silver Voodoos. How are you?
Great, thanks.
Thanks so much for being here. Congratulations on being this far in the competition. Tell us about the band and how you all got together.
Yeah, we got together in about 2014. I met Linda, my drummer, and Roland, my guitar player, through a mutual friend, and we had music in common, and I had a bunch of original music and needed a band, and they wanted a vocalist, and it just kind of clicked. We've been rocking it out since 2015.
Tell us about your style. And I have to ask, first of all, do those feathers stay in all the time, or is this just for performance?
They're my good luck feathers.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But tell us about the band and where you draw from, and you said that you were writing a bunch of songs. Where do you like to pull from?
Well, I've been writing music since I was just a little kid, and I took piano through Royal Conservatory of Music back when I lived in Viscount here. And somewhere in there I started writing songs, and then in my teenage years I got into rock and punk and metal, and so I sort of took classical and rock and sort of just started taking what I knew of theory of classical and taking what I knew of no theory of rock and just sort of created this music that I feel I can really get behind, lyrics that mean something to me, situations of my life and stuff like that. So I have high energy, so I try to pump it out.
Yeah, what's been the
It's my
most
outlet.
exciting part of this experience for you? Was it the recording? Is it the writing? Is it the piecing the song together with the band?
I think just hearing the song kind of evolve through the years, you know, starting as something as simple as a piece of poetry, and then next thing you know, it grows like a garden, and I've got this huge song with all this stuff, and I'm really addicted to that part of it. It's taking something, planting the seed, and seeing it, hearing it grow to this cool level is pretty much everything for me. Yeah, so.
It's a chance to express your voice and express yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. Well, we can't wait to see what you and your band bring to the table here. We're going to give you a chance now to say hi to your social media followers and any fans out there. Where can people find you guys?
They can find us on our Facebook page. We have us, the Phoenix and the Silver Voodoos, on Facebook. We're P Silver Voodoos on Twitter. Phoenix and the Silver Voodoos on Instagram, and we also have a website, phoenixandthesilvervoodoos.com, and that also links to just our YouTube and Spotify. We've got music there, and iTunes, and Napster, and Amazon. So you put Phoenix and the Silver Voodoos in Google, you'll find us.
You got a MySpace?
No.
It's the only one we're missing. All right.
No MySpace.
Without further ado, this is Phoenix and the Silver Voodoos.
Rock and roll.
Wondering
Hey guys, thanks for hearing out all your local groups in our virtual talent search. Now it's time to hand control over to you, the audience. It's your chance to vote. Find the vote button on the Saskatoon page. Click the button beside your favorite band. You've now increased their chance to become our 2020 Virtual Jim Beam National Talent Search winner. You can pick one band per city, so be sure to check out the other city webisodes too. On behalf of Canadian Music Week, we would like to thank our presenting sponsor, Jim Beam Bourbon, our local partners, Rock 102, Planet S Magazine, and the Soundcastle Studio, as well as the bands, our host McGuire, and of course, you, the audience. Next stop, Toronto. Until then, stay safe and socially distance the length of a hockey stick at all times.